pushed. Hello and welcome to the Intercontinental Group of Awesome as we continue and perhaps we'll see, perhaps bring an end to, hopefully not an end. I don't know. We'll see. There's going to be an end to some stuff. We're playing Zombie World. It is the 6th session of our Zombie World. We had gone to a mid-season break because that's the thing they do in The Walking Dead, so we can do it too. Speaking of which, mid-season break is tonight, if I remember correctly, for Walking Dead. Not the greatest season, but definitely better than the last two combined. Shut up, Rich. Zombie World, in this particular series that we've been running, is at a hospital, which is one of the enclaves. Zombie World is a Powered by the Apocalypse card-based tabletop role-playing game built to emulate things such as The Walking Dead and other zombie fiction. We are well into a very interesting story, and we have left all of us on tenterhooks with how things will shake out. So let's have everybody briefly introduce their characters, themselves and their characters, and then we'll do a very quick recap for anyone that hasn't gone back and watched episode 5. So Alex, if you could introduce yourself and your character.
I'm Rolf Yisland. I am the super self-serving ex-doctor and failed kind of prophet / cult of personality figure. And I currently have a bite on my hand. But I'm not going to let that stop me.
That's right. I mean, bites have never stopped any player character in this game yet. So great. Tyler, Jen, if you could introduce yourself and your character.
All right. I'm Jen Kisman. I live in Denver. I am playing Tracy. I don't think I've ever given her a last name. We'll never know.
Oh!
Let's see. She was a musician before all of the shit went down and has apparently had a pretty checkered life and has been acting as sort of a mediator and kind of a big wheel in this little hospital settlement. She has been bitten on the ankle and is probably going to die this session.
You're not wrong. Tyler, please introduce yourself and your character.
I'm playing Bron Stoller, who is kind of newer to the Enclave. He is a doctor himself, but he and Tracy, Jen's character, have a bit of a history. They were in an Enclave together before where they did some pretty nasty things, we get the impression. Before everything went to shit and the two of them split ways. It seems like they split ways probably because the Enclave fell, but we're not completely sure on that, I don't think. Bron is a pretty nice guy for the most part. He's a dedicated doctor. He has been seen as fairly brave. He also has a habit of kind of connecting himself with someone and acting as their enforcer. And he has definitely kind of fallen into that with Tracy, and he is now in the process of preparing to cut off her foot to hopefully save her life.
That's right. In the last session, there was a discovery that out in the bay, a cruise liner with just a few survivors who didn't know exactly how to pilot the boat was slowly headed toward the docks. And so Lauren, one of the NPCs who you guys had kind of befriended and who joined the Enclave out of a police department, she had stayed with the helicopter up on the roof, and the power generator went out. So Rolf, Braun, Tracy, Elena, all went down to the basement generators to try to figure out what had happened. What appears to have happened is two things. First of all, there were a buttload of zombies down there, and just repairing it was not an option because the lines had been cut like a very, like there was one of those like huge metallic cable shunts that where the generator came out and went into all the power lines that have been just severed. And once upon that discovery, you guys decided to try to get out. That is when Rolf and Tracy were both bitten. Rolf had failed, suffering serious harm, and I colored that as him being bitten. Tracy had been bitten from the bite deck. And then DeMarcus Nation, by the way, one of my favorite NPC names in all the zombie world. And there are a lot of great ones, but DeMarcus Nation,
Right?
there's just something about that. I want to read a DeMarcus Nation comic.
Right?
Yes. I don't even know if it'd be a Vertigo or an Image, but DeMarcus Nation, I stand for DeMarcus Nation. Anyway, he grabbed Tracy, charged up the stairs, and that is where, as Tyler had mentioned, Braun has grabbed the bone saw that he used previously to cut off an arm that didn't save the patient, and now he's hoping that maybe he'll go 1 for 2 here. So I think DeMarcus is... yeah, I would agree. Image would do a good DeMarcus Nation. I could almost see a pretty cool Valiant DeMarcus Nation title. You know, Valiant, they do some good work. Bloodshot notwithstanding, although I was a Bloodshot fan back in the day. Anyway, here we are. You're in the atrium. There's a conference room where on the table we have we have Tracy. I think Elena is nearby. She takes her jacket and kind of wads it up and shoves it underneath your head so you don't bang your head on the conference table. DeMarcus is holding your shoulders down because Braun's about to do some crazy first aid. Is there anything that what are you doing, Tracy, first of all, as you see all this frenetic action? Your whole leg is burning.
Yep.
You know what happens when you get bit, so what do you do?
This is all happening real fast, so yeah. When it's smart, I feel appreciated, but I definitely shout and try to get an arm away from DeMarcus and try to like grab Braun. I'm like, Braun, just a second first.
Yeah.
Braun, if I don't make it, stay here.
You mean with these people?
Listen, Braun, we can't live the way we used to live. Every person that we let die through negligence, violence, that's a mistake.
We gotta cut it.
No one's coming for us, Braun. It's just us. We're all we've got. In this fucking cursed world, all of our mistakes, they get up and they chase us.
You're gonna be all right, Tracy. But I promise you. Okay. Lean back. Lean back.
Yep, I put my head back on the wadded up jacket.
And I'm going to pull back, and can I see any, like, is there a spread of the infection from the bite?
You see that it's already started to blacken, and it is. You can see the veins are starting to blacken up, but it's crawling up. You can kind of find a point where you don't see that it has reached anything. You're not sure, based on what you've done, if there is any good to this, but it is worth a try, right? So I think what you need to do, dear doctor, to make this cut in time and just right, is you need to avert disaster. When you avert disaster, say what you're trying to prevent, we know, and draw survival. On a triumph, you manage it. On an edge, you pull through, but it will cost you. The GM will offer you a hard bargain, ugly choice, or Pyrrhic victory.
All right. I tie it up.
Yep. Survivor deck is all shuffled up and ready to go.
All right. And my survival is 2. I'm going to tie it off above, probably right around the knee, above the knee. I'm drawing 2 cards. Come on, baby. And, well, I have an opportunity and I have an edge.
You spend a stress, and that opportunity becomes a triumph. Or you take the edge, and you get possibly a Pyrrhic victory or a really hard choice.
I think I'm going to. Mark that. Mark that stress.
Cool. So DeMarcus, real quick, unbuckles his belt and kind of whips it out, and he wraps it around the top of Tracy's leg above where you're about to make the cut, cinches it real hard to the point where we see the skin kind of pinch up and maybe even hear Tracy suck in a breath. But that's nothing compared to you starting the cutting. Do you imagine that Tracy screams, or do you think she passes out? What do you think here?
Oh
man, the coin of destiny.
They're screaming.
Nice. They're screaming, and I think we cut away to Elena stepping out of the conference room. It's just too intense for her. Her face streaming with tears, and she looks over at you, Rolf. What are you doing with all of this madness going on?
Someone just get Lauren. I'll get Lauren. You stay. And
Okay. God, this is too much.
Yeah. Just stay here. I'll get Lauren. And
Do you actually go upstairs, up the 12 flights of stairs?
I need to find Jacqueline. Is it Jacqueline? No, Juanita.
Yeah.
Juanita, right.
Oh, if you remember, Juanita's not far away. I think she's not the kind of person to go stick her nose in that kind of drama. But she was down here with her gun, just keeping an eye out on stuff, so you can find her.
I find her, grab her by the arm there and just pull her in off to the side.
I imagine that she's one of the few standing snack machines. She's got a crowbar and she's trying to pry it open. Just something to keep her interest in not being involved in this terribleness. You grab her arm and she turns around. Fucked up, man.
Yeah. And it's gonna get real worse real soon. Do you want to hang around?
We're going to put her down. We're going to put her down. It's not worth a bullet.
Yeah. And, don't like her, but she's holding this place together.
Okay.
She's gone. We've got no power. Soon we might have a shit ton of new people. Do you really want to stay here?
No. You want to get the fuck out of here now?
You get food supplies. Meet me at the roof.
Okay. Let's do this. And she gets back and she leans into the crowbar she's definitely not giving up on this thing.
And I basically want to go to that little room, pharmacy room, at the where things got bad with Ryan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I need supplies. I need so much antibiotics. I mean, this isn't going to stop me. The hand.
Okay, cool. So
I just need more antibiotics.
It's
Keep
fine.
taking
I'm just
antibiotics.
gonna,
I'll be fine.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
when you head up a couple of flights to get to a couple flights of stairs, as far as Elena knows, you're going, as you said, going up to Lauren. You veer off into the pharmacy. When we see you, you're covered in sweat. You look down, and when you start to, bandage it up, you see that your hand, like it bit a chunk off of your hand. And it's already turned black, and all the veins are black running down. So all you can do is just kind of mask it. It hurts a lot, like the fingers are twitching from the pain. But you could probably, do you take some drugs to ward off the pain?
Yeah. As soon as I get to that room, I take appropriate something that hopefully won't make me woozy, and then just pack it with cotton wool or some sort of bandaging thing, and then just
cool.
And then probably if I've got some gloves, just gloves over my hands.
Awesome. And so you're starting to pull that glove over, and when you look back at the door, you see Ryan there in the wheelchair. He's watching you. He saw this. His mouth's still messed up when you broke his jaw. They weren't able to heal it. He's staring at you. And he wheels back like he's just going to go tell somebody. What do you do?
I'm like, Ryan, do we have a problem here?
Fuck you. He turns, kind of wheels around his wheelchair.
I kind of go fast enough to get in front of him, put my hands on the armrests.
He glowers at you.
Ryan, do we have a problem here?
You're gonna die.
Now, I'm going to get out of your life. But I need to know if you're going to cause a problem with me leaving.
And then he spits in your face. It starts to scream. What do you do?
I slap him across the face and I put the gun in, point it into his neck, shove it into his neck hard. Do we have a problem here?
I think you're getting in someone's face for sure.
Yeah. I think that's right. And that's
when you get in someone's face, draw savagery. Your savagery is not awesome.
No, it isn't. How do I? Oh, that was different. Okay, miss.
Okay, a miss.
Oh, sorry, side note, that seems a new mechanic. It kind of brings it to the top. Or if I just press something wrong.
Oh, when you hover over it, like a little card kind of. Oh, I think you clicked it weird. Yeah, there we go. You can actually drag it off the deck. It's if you single click it, it just kind of flips it on top of the deck. It's weird. Cool. So with a miss, so you put the gun up against his neck.
Yeah.
And he looks at you and you're expecting fear, but there's this determination in his eyes. And he narrows his eyes, and then we hear a gunshot. And then Rolf, you start to fall back. And we see a little bit of smoke coming up from where Ryan had kept his service revolver. And he just had reached down and grabbed it, and he shot you in the gut. And
while I'm like, before I've like just registered enough that I've been shot, and I just shoot, like probably staggering back. I just like, before I fall to the ground, I shoot at him. Do you want me to do a
no? Do you hit him or not?
His arm,
you get to tell me. This is your last act. Do you kill Ryan? And
I think an ugly shot to the face. It's like that awkward. It's not like dunk. It's cheek something.
Yeah,
it's ugly. It's
cool. And then he will slump over as well. We cut back to the conference room. We talked about this beforehand as to how to resolve the amputation and what it would do. And the avert disaster was the first step. The second step is that now Tracy needs to draw from the bite deck. The bite deck has one card out. That card was legit. It was where Braun had pulled it in the escape. So we have all the remaining cards in there, and they were shuffled after the pull. So, excuse me, if you pull safe, you are safe. And if you pull one of the crappy cards, then Tracy's not gonna make it. If it's escalation, then we will forestall, and perhaps that particular disaster is averted. So,
okay. So it's bite?
Yeah, pull the bite.
Oh, all right. Draw one card.
Yep.
What we got here?
So nervous.
What? Safe.
Yes, safe. And the great thing
Look
is
at
that safe, nothing goes wrong. I love it. And so you survive. That is great.
Wow.
Yeah, they're screaming. The amputation takes place. It's quick. For all of that conversation before it happened, when Braun got to work, he put his elbow into it. DeMarcus held you down as you screamed, and he took off that leg. There's a lot of blood, and no one went to tell Lauren, so she ain't here. And yeah, you are going to be out of action for a while. Let's go ahead and have you mark 2 stress, because really you just had a leg amputated without any medicine whatsoever.
Seems legit. Let's see. It's freehand, because I don't know how to use anything else, because I'm bad at this.
Giant X. I like
what?
It. You could do a text to a giant X, but I love the freehand. It's great. It looks so good. And
yeah, just ugly and doodly. Okay, cool.
Doodly? What? I know dudes who have good handwriting. I'm not one of them.
No. I said doodle-y.
Oh!
As in like a doodle, not like a dude.
Sorry.
No, but for once, I'm not bagging on men.
Good call. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I guess I should probably roll a new character anyway, since Tracy's going to be in Past Outland for a while.
I think so. We'll end up seeing her right over there by Skipper, who's still convalescing. If you can totally play a new character, that would be awesome. And Rolf, you're going to need to make a new character as well. So, what? You didn't realize he's dead? By the way, Rolf's dead.
Oh, okay.
He's so coming back as a zombie. Sweet. So, how do we want to do this? I think what I'm going to do is I am going to... How best to do this? Yeah. Okay. We're going to pop out and make new characters. What I'm going to do, though, first is expand the size of the hospital page so that it's wider, and then we'll move over the old characters so they're kind of out of our way. Does this sound good? Hopefully that'll help. Oof, my mouse just hovered over the delete page icon. That sucked. All right, cool. So let me hide the page toolbar, and what we're going to do.
By the way, does Tyler have a present card in his hand?
I think it was the second present card.
Yeah. I suppose I should discard it or something, shouldn't I? I should, so y'all have the chance of getting it. I will do so.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to start deleting out some stuff here, like arrows and relationships and stuff. Man, that was so sad, but still kind of awesome.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I was getting ready for my suffer serious harm move, but then I was like, yeah, I've already got the I am dead. Yeah, if I get another gunshot, that's kind of pushing it.
Yeah, I think that would have been too much. So we'll.
And I like the idea of Juanita kind of like, I brought her into the plan, but I don't make it to the.
And you die before the plan even starts.
He doesn't deserve to get. I mean, he was totally gonna, pull a gun on Lauren and fly me out of here.
Yeah.
With his, just pumped full of antibiotics and painkillers, and just like, yeah.
Ugh, turning on a helicopter while in a helicopter would be really, really horrible.
Yeah, that's true. So it turns out that of all 4 cult members that Rolf started off with, they're all now dead.
Fortuitous. Wow.
It's almost as if following Rolf would be a bad decision.
All right, cool. So I've got the we'll move Juanita down here to the regular NPCs, kind of level in, as well as Clayton. I'll shrink him a little bit, and let's create some new characters, friends. I'm curious though. What do we think? Like, how did they get here? Were they always here?
I think we need to see what we get first.
Oh, that's a great.
Yeah.
Because that might really define.
Certainly should. So if you look where they were before, we now have your guys. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna.
Yep.
All right, cool. Let me start pull up our decks and start dealing. So, past, present, and trauma. And I'll get out the population deck. Let me share screens because this is not super exciting to watch my head looking at another screen. There we go. Awesome. Cool. So I'm going to deal 2 presents. It's like Christmas, friends, but different.
It's a different kind of present.
It is. And so I'll hide the present now that I've dealt those. 1 past each.
Ah, damn.
And then I'll hide the past deck in 1 trauma each.
Well,
yeah.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna cross this off because I'm not gonna take it. I don't think I'm gonna have time to spend time to make someone else comfortable with good food as a cook this session, so I'm not gonna take that.
Sorry, I just.
Also, I'm not opposed to, like, if the cards fit, if you want to step into the role of Elena, Clayton, Lauren, any of those characters, I'm open to it. Like, if that's a thing that you think would fit from the cards that you've drawn.
Oh, sorry, my trauma is. Ooh, that's a trauma. Okay.
like I should take this. How do I should just keep what I haven't revealed in my hand, shouldn't I?
Yeah, that's what I usually do it. A contrarian, I don't think Alice can pull that off.
What? No. How do I get rid of the one that I'm not using?
If you want to just draw it on and drop it onto the table and then click on it and hit the delete button, or I can, if once I see it, I can delete it out of your hand too.
Yeah.
I've the cook one I put down is you just get rid of that.
It is gotten rid of.
Okay. I'll quickly. Okay, I'm pretty young.
My other present, the followers, they're next to my card. If you'd like to delete it.
Where is it? The other present?
Follower. It's right next to bronze on the right side of bronze thing.
Done.
Thank you.
All right, let me deal each of you a population. This is your NPC ally. Unless, well, let me ask, do either of you want to pick up one of the current NPCs that are out there as your ally before I deal you a population card?
Do you think DeMarcus has a younger brother? I could be DeMarcus's younger brother.
That would be crazy, and I kind of love it.
Okay, I'm DeMarcus's younger brother.
Cool. I would like a draw from the population deck because I want to see more people.
There you go. I'll move DeMarcus up here.
Oh, sorry. Are you moving him? Okay, I'll let you.
Oh, just trying to help. I just wanted to help.
That is allowed. Okay, when can I... What's my reveal thing? Okay.
Move Lauren down here to the NPC pile.
Oh my god. Oh, I really wanted... I want to be able to use my trauma. Let's see.
I'm moving Skipper over a little bit just to try and make a little bit of room for our NPCs. Because, man, does this tabletop get a little busy after a while.
Yeah, especially since we've got a few, like, backup NPCs. Backup player characters, I mean.
Yeah.
Do we want at least I mean, since I'm definitely part of the Enclave as younger brother to DeMarcus. He's obviously, DeMarcus has not been part of the adventures. He's been hanging out with his little brother, who's definitely younger than DeMarcus. I think it's unclear exactly, 15 maybe.
Nice.
He could be younger but look older, or he could be older and look a bit younger. It's unclear. He's obviously, his formative years have kind of definitely been flavored by the apocalypse and that kind of need for survival and just hard decisions. He should have a name. Well, obviously something nation. Okay, he has to, his parents obviously had you were on point with names, so it needs to be something good to go up with Damascus as the name. Anyone got any suggestions that would fit that?
Marcus is good. Prince.
I kind of like Prince Nation is kind of awesome.
That's good.
It's way better than Rhythm.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I'm
So
Prince
true story. I used to work at a library, and there were these like twins who were going to the same college. I think they were working in different fields, and one of them was named Prince, and the other one was named like something else of a similar vein.
Okay,
And their mom was called Queenie because she was a major hotep. But
okay, I'm going to drop out so I can change my thingy name. Is it, or unless is that the only way?
I don't know.
the
Probably
only way I know
try
of.
double clicking your own portrait.
I've never been able to do it. If you do it, then
Oh.
I'll drop out and drop.
I'll PayPal you $1 if you figure out how to do it without a drop out.
So weird. Where my ally at?
I actually dealt it to you. It's in your hand.
Oh, well.
I should have dropped it onto the table, probably.
Yeah. Who I got? Gosh, I don't like using this.
with a Z or a Z. Or however you...
We missed a little bit of what you said, Alex, because I didn't add you back in.
I
Sorry.
will. It will. I'll have to stop myself from correcting people from like say no, it's with a Z or Z or whatever you use because Prince is my surname.
Darian Spiros? Spiros, cool.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a recorder and a notepad. An ex-journalist. He's good at investigating, manipulating, and scavenging. That's pretty cool. And the character I drew was a lookout, so I feel like it's maybe reasonable for them to come from the outside.
I agree. And let me just say, the mall enclave has a custom move to it that every session people pretty much show up because they like go to the mall. It's pretty awesome. You actually have to draw cards to see if they're useful or terrible.
Ooh, do you think they know the Nation Brothers?
Maybe.
Let us draw a relationship and find out.
Yeah.
Because yes, of course they do. Here we go. Let me hide
And
the population.
Bron's been out in the wild, so
It's true. Leo and I wandering about.
Here we go. I've drawn a relationship. This will be between our two new characters. The two of you blame each other for the death of an enclave member.
Whoa.
The lookout, and the contrarian.
Rough.
So
okay.
do you think that's a?
Is that a former?
I think it must be a
Enclave?
former enclave, maybe.
So wherever DeMarcus and Prince came from last is where the lookout came from last. Do you have a name, by the way, Jen? For
Not yet. I'm struggling. I'm working on this.
okay, if I can
It's
help,
the
let me
hardest
know.
part. Ugh.
It
All
is
right.
difficult. Name and picture are always the toughest part. Once I have those, I can.
I
kinda
think it used to
walk it.
be Nation and Sons.
Oh,
So
Mm.
I mean,
Was it like? So their dad sounds like their dad ran a business. What did they do?
well, I will.
Nation and Sons is just a great name for a business of some type.
Yeah.
Like that feels really solid and reliable. Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to call them to help me with some kind of problem that I'll need to give them money for.
Hmm.
Can I make a suggestion? Considering DeMarcus, being a bouncer, do we think that maybe he ran a gym?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like was a boxer?
Nations as a gym name. I like. It's definitely a gym.
The nation of domination.
Yeah. Oh, but we blame each other. I mean, maybe we were
So
doing
what
something
was our
stupid.
previous
You should be
enclave?
Sorry?
What was our previous enclave? Like, was it the gym?
That doesn't seem enough for an enclave.
Not really, but
But maybe could it have been part in a mall?
sure, gyms are in malls all the time. So we were in a mall enclave.
Hmm.
Your dad was like doing something.
Do you feel he deserved? Is this like he deserved to die, and we were blind to it, and so your anger is
I don't think he deserved it.
okay.
I think he was a good dude. Like what part of the plan did you not follow through with because you were being contrary?
Oh, stay together. Don't split up. We cover more ground. We split up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was probably trying to cover your ass to make up for it, and that didn't work out.
Yeah. I didn't need help. You should have been with him. I can do this myself. I grew up in this. You guys are trying
kiddo.
you guys are trying to kind of get used to the apocalypse. This is my life. This is what I know. There we go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe literally during that situation, me and the brother had to just book it and get out of the way. Leave the mall. You left later or something. Hence, we're already at the hospital, and you.
Sounds legit. All right.
Awesome. So, do we go with Kira? Is that her name?
Yeah. And in fact, randomnamegenerator.com gave her a great last name that I've got to keep. Go. Mouse writing sucks so bad.
Oh, you're doing it without the actual
No,
text.
she's committed to the bit.
I'm committed to the bit.
I don't care how many lines it takes me to write 2 words.
Hork. There we go.
Is that an E right there?
Yes. Maybe. I don't know what you mean when you say right there. Kira quickly.
I'm sorry, I was pointing on the screen.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I can. There you go. It's fixed.
I made it more E-like.
Okay.
I couldn't help it. It's the wrong color, but hopefully
Don't
far
worry
away.
about it.
It's bad.
Yeah, we
I did
can't
a bad
tell.
job. I can
It's
totally
fine.
tell. Damn it.
It's fine.
Kira Quickly.
Name.
That is a cool name. Now I want to read a team up comic between DeMarcus Nation and Kira Quickly.
Clearly, no.
Tell the stories of the old enclave at Nations and Sons, Jim. That's great. Awesome.
Shit's rough, man.
So as all of this is going on, I think we see. Oh, well, let me ask this question, actually. Do you imagine that Prince and Kira show up here, or were they always here and they were on a floor and we didn't see their stories?
Well, Prince being the brother, I think he's already been here.
Fair.
We've just not seen him.
Yeah.
Do we want Kira, the lookout, to be an already existing member of the Enclave, or does she come on the scene here with her buddy Darian?
I think it makes sense for Kira to show up right now. I mean, the police enclave just fell.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of upheaval. It could be that I got sent out by the boat, by the cruise liner.
Oh, yeah. I was tying to that. That I love. That is great.
Yeah.
It's still kind of weird how it is that the nations would know Kira, but I don't care, and we can always discover it and play. That is awesome. Good. With all of this work, I think it would be good for us to do a bit of a time jump. And we'll do an actual time jump. We'll take a break. Let's take a bio break. It is 10. Let's just go ahead and meet at the top of the hour. It's a long break, but if you guys want to come back earlier and chat, you can. We'll see you in 10 minutes. That was rough.
I know. Dang. I did not expect to make it.
No, but it's kind of sad because you like make it, but we all agreed you're probably not playing that character for a while. So,
I
Tracy goes the
mean,
way
if we're
of.
time skipping, I guess I could play the character. I didn't know we were going to do that. I should have known. I should have been like, what's Rich going to do next? He's probably going to skip a bunch of time.
Yeah, I thought maybe you really wanted to play a new character to get some distance, so
Oh,
I was
no.
going to fight you. So
No. I'm real curious what happens. So maybe it's just a day or two time skip.
yeah, we'll just do a day or two. That's work, and then that way playing Kira makes sense. You went through effort.
Yeah.
I don't want to rob you of that. Also, Kira Quickly is just the coolest name.
It's just a cool name. I need to find a picture for
You do.
her. Which means I need to actually get back to looking at my files.
By the files, you mean your Pinterest board, right?
I mean, I actually have a lot of stuff that I save. Like a lot.
I do too. I have a bunch of JPEGs and PNG files in my the external hard drive I call my media drive, where I also save podcast stuff that I'm working on.
Cool, yeah. That's legit, and I should probably start doing it like that.
How far are you from Madison, Wisconsin, Jen?
That's a good question that I'm going to have to ask Dr. Google.
I imagine it's pretty far.
Fun fact, Denver's actually pretty central to the country.
Yeah, that's 13 hours. That's pretty far.
That's pretty far still. It's not a bad flight.
No, $150 for a flight, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, if you have nothing going on in April, you are welcome to come to Forge Midwest with me. I'm pretty much committed to it. And my only choice is do I go by myself or do I try to see if I cajole a 14-year-old to go? I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Might be wise.
Let me consult the lore here, because my schedule is largely defined by what conventions we're going to next year.
I know Big Bad Con is on a different weekend.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. New Mexicon is on a different weekend in April. By the way, the Kickstarter for that is ending today. If you had any interest in going to New Mexicon, Alex, I know you're dying to go to something in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I mean, it is pretty cold here, so that would be nice.
I mean, that's in April, so
I have time.
you didn't go to Gen Con, though, so I would be very hurt if you went to Mexicon instead.
If my priority was that over everything else. Yeah.
It's funny, Jen. So, like, Jan and Jules and it was oh crap, who all came? It was Yona, Jan, Jules, and I feel like there was somebody else. Anyway, the group that we all get, everybody except for Alex from this group who was all across the pond, all came to a Gen Con a few years ago. And I was like, man, I wish Alex were here so I could feel even shorter, because everyone in this whole group, including Jules, is taller than me.
By the way, don't worry. I felt short today by my just today 15-year-old niece, who
Niece.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she. I mean, I struggle sometimes to find. I mean, it's the European shoe sizes. I struggle to get. I get 47s, which is. I don't know what the translation is. That's Euro the euro size. Somebody you could probably find some cuts or conversion thing somewhere. And she gets 42s, which are not that much smaller.
European shoe size conversion, men.
Yeah, 47.
Yeah, I know. Wow, you have giant feet.
And 42, I don't know. Is that like a
47 is a size 13 in US men's. 42 is a size 9 or 9.5.
Okay.
In men's. So
yeah, and she says she uses men's shoes when she's 15. She may still grow more. This is she's already like I don't know, maybe an inch taller than me.
Yeah, my 14-year-old son is taller than I am.
I mean, to be fair, that's probably not that hard.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Visited my nieces this year, and I'm pretty confident that this is probably the last time that I'll see them, and they'll be shorter than me.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, we'll pick up. We skipped a few days. And we can flash back to some of those events if we think it's interesting. But I think skip a few days, give us a little bit of time. We've got we have Tracy is now convalescing and resting up and probably getting used to how do you move on a prosthetic leg. Maybe Jesse is helping her out. Skipper is around, but Braun. So actually, let me ask you, Tyler, do you want to jump to Skipper or do you want to stick with Braun? Just give you that choice.
I'll stick with Braun.
Cool.
I still have the fond hope of Skipper and Jesse having their moment still in the hospital.
It's so rough. Like we have so many games we want to play. It's like, okay, cool. So we will skip for a bit. The first thing that the camera picks up is the wreckage of the cruise liner. Basically, the cruise liner beached on the shore of the bay. And you see that there are several ropes and ladders that string from the side of it. It looks like some people were able to get out of it. It's like beached, but it didn't tip over. So the population of the hospital has grown a bit. The good news is that that these people are not bitten. That the bodies of Ryan and also, yeah, I mean, that could have been a thing. Like we totally could have. I could have been a bastard and made you guys dispose of the body, but I'm skipping time, so we'll say that Ryan and Rolf, their bodies have been thrown into the ward, the lost ward, and I think let's I will do time passes. I have a thought, so if time passes isn't interesting, I'll do that. But I'm not gonna deal it. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it out. Bloop. Time passes. An advantage fails or breaks. Gee, I think I did that one with the generators. Yeah, so here are the two things that are at hand. As you guys have crawled your way out of the problems of losing Tracy and Rolf, or Tracy being sidelined, I guess, more appropriate. You've got a couple of things that are on the table. The first one is that you still do not have power. It's been a couple of days. What bits of food that people had hunted for and were keeping in small freezers have been eaten to keep them from spoiling. But the medicines that you guys had that you were able to keep on ice due to the generators. Now they have become foul, and you don't have power. The second is that Kira, you're aware that there's a lot of food on that ship. And the ship, while no one knows how to pilot it, it's still able to run. So it still has power. It's just there are a lot of dead on it. A lot in the lower decks. If you guys remember from the radio calls that they were up on the top decks, like in the captain's, at the wheel and on the comms and the like. So there are the two things. There's a lot of food and power on that ship, but you'd have to make your way on it somehow. And the other one is the generators. By the way, the generators were very much sabotaged. So someone did that thing, and that's a problem. So we will pick up with Braun. Maybe you're finishing doing rounds. We do like a few silent, like musical montage as you're going. And you check on Skipper, and we get to see two. Like, how does this even work? Like, we have the same character talking to the characters, but and then you check on Tracy, and she's already tried on the prosthetic leg, and she's working on that. Lauren's hanging out with her. I think Lauren's like right by Tracy, trying to help with all of this. And then you come out of your round, and I don't know, I think Clayton would be the person who's kind of driving all this forward at this point, because Tracy's been told to take some time off. So Clayton will come your way. Braun, everything all right?
They all seem to be getting better.
Good. Listen, you got a minute to talk?
Yeah, definitely. What's on your mind, Clayton?
He kind of nods his head, and he takes you into a room where DeMarcus is, and DeMarcus' little brother, and his little brother named Dawn, who's like, where did this character even come? No, I'm joking. That was a Buffy joke. I'm done. I just want to make my Buffy joke. But yeah, you're there, Prince. This is the room that you share with DeMarcus. What's it look like, Prince?
I think we were, because I think DeMarcus was in like the ambulance bay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I think he's set up there. I think he's I think he's found something that can play music. Will take batteries.
Cool. Oh man, yeah.
I think we've put up some. I think we've like stuck up some little like photos from our life. This photo of Dad, Mum. I think she went during the apocalypse when it started, and the Dad more recently, just before we came to the hospital. But yeah, we got photos of that, and, each other and stuff like that.
Nice. So Clayton brings you in, Braun, and DeMarcus is there. He says, hold on just a second, y'all. I want to get one of these new kids in here. And then he'll come to find you, Kara. Where have you settled within the hospital on the main living ward?
I mean, it doesn't seem like there's that much distinction to have.
Fair.
Unless I've picked someplace particularly weird to sleep.
Would you have taken somewhere where you could kind of fulfill your lookout role?
Yeah, it seems good. Let's see. So there's sort of a big atrium, probably with a mezzanine around it. But structurally, there's not a lot of huge advantage. I guess, yeah. Do I sleep on the mezzanine hallway like a fucking weirdo? Seems like a really good way to get everyone to not trust me because, like, who sleeps in a hallway? It doesn't make any sense. So I don't do that. But I've definitely got like good window coverage, like probably a corner room of some kind.
Yeah, rock on. Cool. So you head to the corner room, and you're in the corner room, and Darian's there. This guy Clayton, who's nice enough, tells you he used to be, how would he have introduced himself? Let's see. He's actually a this is all too small. Here we go. County prosecutor. So he wouldn't introduce himself like that. He would say, my name's Clinton Mathis, and I used to be involved in working on contracts and legal stuff and all that mumbo jumbo. So I'm here to make sure that our society stays orderly. Now, Kira, I was wondering if perhaps you could come and talk with a couple of the other members of the community. I understand that there's some concerns that you folks from the boat have, and something around. Perhaps you could let us know what might be on that boat that could be useful for us all. You got a minute? All right.
Yeah.
And
I cut myself out of my my game of cards with Darius or Darian.
Cool.
He probably tucks the deck up and shuffles it again and puts it aside. Probably comes with.
Yeah, he's a journalist. He's totally coming with.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of imagine Darian as like a person who talks pretty quick. Maybe he's kind of East Coast guy.
Sure.
So you and Darian and Clayton come into the room where DeMarcus and Prince and also Braun are. And I think DeMarcus is leaned against the wall, arms crossed, just kind of keeping eye on things. And Darian's got his recorder, but I think he's just going to be scrawling, writing down what's going on. And DeMarcus starts, not DeMarcus, sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on just a second. Clayton.
Bless you. That looks serious.
It was like, maybe the sneeze is going to happen. No, it's going to happen. I just have to wait. I must be patient. And then
I've got to say it's slightly unsatisfying to like see the build up, but then don't get the actual sneeze.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
Like I mean, for an outside view, outside participant, like I wanted to hear the sneeze happen.
You want to hear the sneeze? It was like,
sure.
It was.
Okay.
It was vocal. Clayton says, "Now, Kira, correct me if I'm wrong. Other than the fact that y'all lost most of the passengers to the sickness, for lack of a better term, that was a fully stocked cruise ship that y'all have been only out on the water for a brief period of time."
Doesn't feel brief, but yeah, there's food.
I'm like looking. I'm hanging kind of to the side near my brother, but I'm like looking straight at her, at Kira. Just like some breathing from my nose, obviously. Having a reaction to her.
Along with food, I'm guessing that there would have been, perhaps some generators there as well. Is there any of the crew left?
Most of the crew that's left is service people. Bussers, bellhops, entertainers.
Well, Clayton, I'm guessing you're suggesting that we should go and raid the place for food. You're not suggesting we hold up there, are you?
Oh no, no! I think there's far too many nooks and crannies down there for us to live and feel safe, especially since that'd just be a sitting duck. But yeah, they got generators, they got
They've got a
gasoline.
big engine, but I don't know if they've got generators we can pull from it. If it does,
Yeah,
they're gonna be fucking big.
true, but we could siphon off a bunch of the gasoline. I was thinking that could be beneficial, and then they probably got some couplings and everything. We gotta rewire that thing. All we got's Elena. No offense to Elena. She's daughter of an engineer, electrician. I'm sure she can work through it, but the other opportunity we have is perhaps we can head out. I know that there's a couple miles from here. I was looking at a map. There is an Ace Hardware. We can head that way and see if there's any piece that haven't been robbed. But we've gone out 4 blocks and we ain't found shit. So
Well,
if we want to get these
we can
generators
also
back
steal
online.
parts from those generators that are in there, right?
Yep. True.
All we need is a few couplers. They're probably in there.
I'll cut my eyes over towards DeMarcus and probably Prince's direction as well. But the problem with fixing the generators is we know what caused the problem with the generators, and that could just happen again.
And I think that's when Darren would be like, "That's an interesting thing that you're saying there. Now, could you perhaps elucidate us, strangers who are new here? What is it that you know has happened?"
Someone cut the wires. They screwed our generator. Someone came in or is part of this community right now. Can't say for sure, but someone broke our generator.
How easy is it to get in and out of there?
There's a hell of a lot of dead.
The dead ain't smart enough to do that.
No, not the way that happened.
Clayton says, "I'll be honest with y'all. Even if we got all the parts that Elena thinks that we need, we still got to fight our way back down in there. We closed the bottom doors, but I mean, it's still a mess of them. I don't know how they got in there because they weren't in there a few weeks ago.
No.
I'm wondering if something broke loose down there in that basement, let them all spill in there."
Probably. Shit breaks. So, these problems are going to crop up whether we get those parts or whether we get the gas or what have you. Why the fuck would somebody break your generators?
Well, the only person that I think was likely to do it's dead now, so maybe we got rid of our saboteur. Though I'll say Rolf sure
don't check with me. Actually, DeMarcus would say, "I don't." Rolf was a piece of shit, but I don't think he sabotaged it because if he had, why'd he go down there?
Yeah. So is someone else.
Damascus, are we just not going to talk about this? And I'm like gesture to Kira.
Talk about what?
Yeah, well, what's the deal?
I just fold my arms and jaw up.
She left our dad to die. You know that's what happened. She should have been watching his back. And we're just going to be, what? Is she going to, we're going to follow her lead on all this?
I'm just giving information. By the way, I had a character like, how old is Prince right now?
You would, if you had to guess, you'd say definitely younger than 20.
Yeah.
A little unclear, but definitely younger than 20.
And if you'd stayed with your dad, I would have been able to keep an eye on all of you.
Yeah, so you made the wrong decision. Then you got him killed.
And you didn't listen to your own dad when he told you to stick together.
I'm not a kid.
It was pretty easy to not do that, kiddo.
I'm not a kid. I can look after myself.
You think that's what makes you an adult?
Look, I'm not going to pretend to understand what went on in y'all's past. And I'm probably giving a little lead over towards DeMarcus in this one, since I've known him a while. And
he's pretty torn, right? Because he knows Prince has got a certain mindset about this, but
Look, I don't want to argue about this. I just want to help. If
Clayton,
we do this, though, we got to catch this fucking saboteur first. And honestly, if they've cut the power, don't you think they're going to do something else?
yeah, and Prince.
I bet they don't have just a boner against us having electricity.
Look at it this way. These two are the only two people we know didn't do that.
Marcus says, "Listen, Prince. What went down before, I'm not over it. But I know what we're dealing with right now. We got to figure it out first."
I'm just warning you about the danger. You can ignore it. Fine. Let's deal with the other problem first.
Darian says, "I've got a proposition for a way that we could perhaps try to ferret out this saboteur. See, I'm a journalist, and we're new here. I could be trying to interview everyone, do a piece about this, talk to everyone, maybe if everybody's okay with that, do it under the idea of, hey, it's just like a getting to know you kind of thing. I don't know, community building, and if something seems hinky, I let you guys know."
That doesn't seem like a bad idea. At least a fresh set of eyes looking everyone over. I think that's a good idea.
I agree.
I roll my eyes.
Darian, as far as I'm concerned, you can talk to people. If anybody gives you any lip, just let it slide, and we'll put them on the "we don't know yet" list.
And while we're ferreting out our little problem, it's not like we can just stand still. Do we think we want to go and try and get supplies off that ship before someone else goes and grabs it? I mean, people will see it.
I volunteer.
Mark's like, "Shit, no, you ain't. You're still a kid."
I ain't a kid. I'll come. I can pull my weight.
Well, I'm going then. I'm going to let you go by yourself.
Well, Kira, would you mind guiding us?
Yeah, I'll show you the way.
All right. Clayton, can you hold down the fort?
Of course. Darian, you want to go with Kira? Stay behind. And Darian will look at you, Kira, kind of checking in.
Do your detective work, man.
Okay. All right, so we have a bit of a plan here. The lot of you, all the NPCs will be staying at home, and you guys will be heading out. And I think, let's say each of you are able to get, of course, knives and which one?
I was thinking Darian.
Oh, I don't think Darian wants to go back to the boat.
No, I mean, was Kira directing him to go and investigate using his skills?
Oh, that's fair. Let's look at the move and make sure that it fits
because I think the results could, if you came across the saboteur, the results.
Yeah, I was actually leading up to the possibility of like make a plan and jumping into the middle of that, but that's a fair question.
I'm not talking about like. I mean, I think that's very good for the boat, but
yeah,
the one NPC sent to investigate seems.
When you direct your allies to take action, draw 2 cards from the survivor deck. If the action's in line with the ally's skills, draw +1 more. Absolutely. If the ally has equipment or useful materials, draw +1. I don't know.
I mean, he's got a recorder. He's got.
Okay, fair enough. He could take notes. He's got Clayton backing him up. This is okay thing. Yeah.
Pick up things that might miss.
All right.
Sure, all right.
On a triumph, everything goes according to plan. On an edge, the plan works, but the GM chooses one of bad options.
All right. So we've got 2 misses, an edge, and an opportunity.
All right. Are you willing to pay the stress to make that a triumph?
Yeah, sure. What the fuck?
Awesome. You guys will find out the results of his investigation when you come back. So the group of you form up. And I think as you're heading out, Juanita is going to stay here because, recall cards. Thank you.
She's still here. All right.
She's still here. She did not take off.
Single-handedly try and steal the helicopter.
She did not try to steal the helicopter. That is correct. She didn't know how to fly it.
Wasn't going to stop Rolf. But...
And as you guys start to leave, Elena Voss will come down. She says, I understand you guys are trying to look for some parts for the generator?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw the one. I saw ours, and I mean, I can go. I mean, I want to go to make sure we get the right parts. I don't know what the parts are called. I feel like I could probably pick out the right ones. I think you're going to be extremely important in fixing this thing. You're muted, Alex.
You worried about me going on this this run? Look, she's gonna get killed the moment she's out on the street. I'm not worried about you.
It would stop us from having to make 2 trips.
But we don't need to be as negative as that. And with you there to protect her, I'm sure she can be fine.
Elena says, I'm not like a frontline whatever, but I could go and then hang back. I could just stay up on the top deck and take off. But if you guys clear a path, then I could go.
Yeah.
I just want to help. I mean...
And I don't know exactly what we're looking for, so we might as well... I'm looking around. Yeah, you can go with us. It's fine.
Okay. So you guys form up and take the nice long walk to... Yeah.
I hate to interrupt their time, but...
Yeah.
I am extraordinarily stressed. I was wondering... Or pretty highly stressed. I was wondering if I could get in to open up to someone with...
Oh, absolutely. Let's do it on
Tracy before we leave. I know we're splitting back and forth characters.
No, I love it. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, but here it is. We start off with you guys walking towards the bay, and then we kind of do a flashback to what Braun did before they left. So yeah, you come in, Tracy. Do you want Lauren here, or is this just a Braun and Tracy thing? If so, Lauren's gone out for whatever.
I think this should just be a Braun and Tracy thing.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you pass Lauren, and she gives you the nod, like, yeah, everything's good, and she'll head out into the hallway. And Tracy, you've still got the straps around your leg, holding the prosthetic leg on, and Braun comes in.
You'll see that I'm dressed clearly to travel. Trace, feeling okay?
I'm no more dead than I was yesterday, so that's good. Shit hurts, man.
Oh, I think you're a lot less torch dead than you were yesterday. You're doing really, really well. I'm taking a few folks and we're going over to that ship.
Okay.
Grabbing some food, trying to see if we can find something to repair the generator.
Sounds like a good plan.
And I'll have moved up to wherever you're sitting, and
Yeah.
We know that someone's still here that did that. They'll probably do worse. You're not in the best shape. Are you going to be okay?
I'll try to be alive when you come back. Come on, Brian. You know I can't promise you anything.
I was scared shitless cutting off your leg. I mean, we've been through a hell of a lot, and then running back across you. It seemed like fate.
Yeah, I felt really sorry for you when I was on the table and you were cutting on me. You looked fucking miserable.
I couldn't imagine what I would do if you weren't there to tell me, how stupid I was.
It's not a service I provide to just everybody, you know.
When we found Rolf and Ryan, I grabbed one of these here, and I'll hand you one of those. I'll hand the service revolver of Ryan's. Someone here is wanting to take this place down. I want you to be able to protect yourself if they come at you. I mean, you kind of hold this place together. Taking you down, the whole place would just collapse.
I sleep a lot right now.
Well, Lauren will... Damn it.
She's around. She's on me like a coat over the holidays, man.
Just make sure y'all are still here when I get back.
All right. And I'll test the action, give the cylinder a spin, and let it click into place. Do my best.
Well, and I'll kind of smile at the gun. We know it's done at least one good deed already, so...
Yeah, stay safe out there. You got to come back, too.
I'll be back. I promised I'd keep an eye on this place.
Thanks, Braun.
That is awesome. When you open up to someone about your feelings or past, draw soul. On a hit, you both clear stress, and you get to choose one.
Alrighty. So... The survivor deck disappeared.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I meant to make the other deck. Here we go. I meant to make the time passes deck disappear. It is shuffled.
Alrighty, so drawing 3 because I have good soul.
What? So much soul.
I'm not nearly as survivory as these folks, though. Let's see here. Huh. Well, that's going to end up being a wash. I got an opportunity. And 2 misses.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you how this move works, because you may just want to leave it as well. Wait, is an opportunity an edge unless you push it up, or a fail? I can't.
It's remember. A miss.
Oh yeah. You got to buy it.
I got to buy it up.
Oh well, I mean, on a miss, it just means I do a thing. I mean, that couldn't be so bad.
And at least you get to clear some of help Tracy.
That's true. All right. So yeah, we both clear one, but I've cost myself 1, so that was no. But you got 1, Trace. And
you get a choice. Look at one of their out face down. They have no face down. Ask them any question. They must answer it honestly, and then there's an NPC one. So pretty much ask any question, they answer it honestly. That's your own choice.
All right. All right, then. So I think the question to ask is, have you really decided that this group is what's important? Or is it more along the lines of this group is important for now? Have you really settled into this group? Because I know that you had at some point talked about leaving. So is this where you've decided?
It's not really that this group is like the blessed anointed group, but rather that like Tracy's done abandoning people.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice. Question just to confirm with you, Tyler. Leo Clark, is he with you?
Yeah, I think Leo's got good skills for this. So yeah,
I think so too. This is kind of his thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. So then we pick up with all of you guys walking. I think DeMarcus is walking by you, Prince, and he says, "Hey, Prince, we got to stick together on this. Okay?"
I know.
I mean, Kira, she kind of fucked up, but she can do right now, and we need this stuff.
Oh. I'll keep my cool while we're on a mission.
Okay. All right. Kind of claps your back a little bit, trying to buck you up a little bit there, and then you guys arrive at the docks, and you walk down to the beach, look up, and you see this huge cruise liner, the ropes and the ladder hanging down, and then we see all of you slowly making your way up the ladder and the ropes. It is a big, long plan and a big, long climb. And now, sorry, I mixed words, but I'm going to jump straight into it. We're going to make a plan. Who has proposed this plan? Clayton kind of did, but like, which PC?
Other than Clayton, I would say Bron was the most felt the most in control.
Does that feel right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had an NPC leading you guys by the nose. I apologize. I will not do that going forward as much. Cool. So what do you think this plan is? Are you more concerned with food? More concerned with the generator? What is the number one priority?
We have a lot of new people. But
I think that it sounded like that our main goal was to, at least with this first group, go in and see if we could find stuff for the generator. I mean, there's no reason for us to endanger Alana over and over again if we're not going to get that stuff right now.
Yeah, exactly. Just making sure. All right.
Yeah.
So, do you imagine this plan is about taking violent, dangerous, and destructive action? Is it about being careful, safe, and stealthy and smart? Or do you think it's about pushing through, being tough, strong, and impeccable?
Feels like to me it's going to be careful, safe, stealthy, and smart.
All right. So then you will be drawing with survival. Take +1 if the plan is supported by plenty of resources and people. I will say yes.
I'll be using soul because I'm me.
All right. You got your cool thing that allows you to swap out.
Yep.
Awesome. And then the other thing that we have here is +1 if you're basing the plan on accurate current information. I'm going to say no. They have been several days up on the top decks. Things could have shifted and changed. So you will be rolling or drawing with I'm looking at the wrong PC. I was like, why would you want to draw with that stat? And it's because I'm looking at the wrong person. It's down here for Braun. Drawing with soul +1. So a total of 4 cards. And have you drawn yet?
I have not yet.
Okay, let me shuffle it just to make sure.
Is there significant opposition, you think?
Yeah, I mean it's dozens
That's
of
-1.
Oh, thank you. That's right. There are minuses. Yeah, significant opposition is -1. Significant dissent about what plan to follow. I feel like Prince has agreed to follow the plan. So, so it'll just be a total 3. Do we need to share screen right now? That's a fair question. No. Let's go without the share screen. I mean, seeing the cards is a thing, but it's okay. I think reaction from it is fun too.
I got an edge.
Okay.
And a miss and a miss.
An edge is a hit. On a hit, you arrive in the middle of your plan in decent shape. On an edge, some part of your plan encounters unexpected difficulties or your party splinters, your choice. So unexpected difficulties or your party splinters.
I mean, playing to Prince, I think we probably splinter, don't we?
Oh.
Okay. Sweet. So the group of you head down from the top deck and go into a main area on the cruise ship, which seems pretty abandoned, working together. DeMarcus is able to kind of bang on a door that you're not going to go down and kind of rouse the dead. And you head in through a different entranceway, start making your way down. Prince, what is it that catches your eye that you decide this is worth breaking off of real quick just to take care of it? Is it some kind of resource? Do you think you recognize a person? Is it just an opportunity to get back at Kira?
I think maybe some sort of because I think I've just got like a hammer, but I don't know. Maybe there's like a little security station, like
Okay.
We've kind of done that before, but.
So you think you see some resources, maybe you get some more weapons?
Yeah, let's say that.
Awesome. So you guys are working through the hallway. They are generally lit, but occasionally there are areas that are darker than the others. You do have to fight your way past a few of the Walking Dead. And Prince, you see what looks like a little security station. You pop in to grab stuff, and let's have you, because we have a move for that, let's have you forage for supplies.
Okay.
When you forage for supplies, draw 3 cards from the survivor deck. Let me make sure that I have recalled and shuffled. I'm pretty sure I have, but I have it recalled, so I'm glad I'm checking.
Oh, wait a second.
All right, draw 3 cards from the survivor deck. For each hit, take +1 gear. Spend it to say what you find while foraging. Triumph counts as +2 gear instead of +1.
I got a triumph, an edge, and an opportunity.
Ooh, if you spend that stress, you've got 2 triumphs. So you effectively have 5 resources.
Oh, let's get some stress. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
So you have 5 supplies that you can good. Spending gear to get something. Do you see here on the enclave? I can share screens because I think that's worthwhile to make sure that we're on the same page for how that works.
I think, I mean, I don't know, but from what just evidence I see, I think there was a security guard that thought he was Clint Eastwood. Or maybe even like the man with no name, and there's like an actual gun belt or ammo belt or something. There's a holster and a serious handgun. And yeah.
Cool. So you're spending it for do you want to have useful but small or limited for a handgun, or do you want to go with a handgun with lots of ammo and spend 3 gear?
Yeah, let's go 3 gear, and he's got like a half bottle of whiskey.
That's awesome.
And I nab that as well, because
of course you do. You're 15. You need to
have
that. That's amazing and very useful. So you break off, split the forces, and I think Elena was staying up top, waiting for folks to come around, and you're grabbing all of his gear prints, and then you know that they've gone on ahead. You hear the shuffle step of something that's, say, they've gone to your right. You hear the shuffle step of something moving to your left, kind of going back the way that you guys came in. What do you do?
I've got my brother's back. I'm gonna keep the path clear.
Okay, so you're gonna double back past that shuffle step thing, try to figure out what it is, take it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, kind of stay low, keep quiet.
I think you're trying to... Yeah.
I'm gonna use the hammer, though.
That's a good call. Let's have you dispose of the dead. You see that it is a person who's in the livery of one of the workers on the cruise liner. We do not recall. We don't reshuffle the bite deck until a bite is taken. So
it's a survivor.
That is a great question. It is savagery. So you're drawing from.
Yeah, I've got a few. I've got a few cards.
Oh well, that's right. You did all the things. So let me. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Dang it. I've got it. Boom. All right, you're ready to go.
Yep, I will draw savagery. I got a miss and an edge.
Okay. On dispose of the dead. On a hit, you do what needs to be done quickly. On an edge, it isn't smooth going. Mark stress or draw from the bite deck, and you make that choice, and then we'll figure out how this looks. Mark stress or draw from the bite deck.
I've drawn. Whoa! Well, time to reshuffle that deck.
What? Oh snap! Cool. So, that is wow. Oh geez, man, flip it. Show us the card. I want to see it.
There we go. I dropped it down.
The bite deck. The bite. You've been bitten. You sneak up on this thing. You slam the claw part of the hammer into the back of its head, and it drops to the ground. But takes the hammer with it. So you're trying to pull it out, and then you hear.
I feel like one foot on the head, and I'm like trying to yank it out.
You're trying to yank it out,
Grunting,
and then you miss the thing that was behind it, and there is a maybe 13-year-old sized walker, and it clenches onto the back of your arm and bites in hard. What do you do?
I smack it. I think like maybe on the intersection of corridors, and I just shove its head into the corner.
Slam his head into the corner. We of course have like the little blood spray thing on the camera type deal, and turn around
as it falls away. I guess.
Yeah, it falls off, and your arm's messed up. It hurts bad. Where do you go?
Leaving the claw hammer, I'm like, and then just kind of, I'm holding back tears, and I follow the rest. I need to get to my brother. Okay,
cool. So, you guys have gone down a bunch of larger corridors. You've had to route around a few times and reroute to get past throngs of the undead. DeMarcus is leading the way. He's taken down a number of them, and you guys get to, I think it'd be cool if like you get to the point where you're in the kitchens, right? I imagine Tyler can really describe this well. You got the stainless steel long countertop space, all the stoves and everything here, huge refrigerators. There's a persistent low hum here. And you see that there are a few basically biters that have been dispatched down here. It's been a long time. And that's when DeMarcus says, everybody kind of moves in. He looks past. He goes, "Where's Prince?"
Oh, fuck.
Oh, hell.
Sit tight. Sit tight. All y'all sit tight. I'll be back. And Leo will look at you, Braun.
Yeah. DeMarcus, let's don't get out of sight. Let's Leo, kind of keep an eye on him. We'll do a chain here.
Leo's like, listen, we need to press on. I know we don't want to split up. I'm telling you, we're close. That kind of power, they got to have the generator close. We could be waving this all bye-bye. Dork's like, I hear you, but I'm going back for my fucking brother. So y'all come or stay. That's your call. And he turns and he starts stalking down the hall. Okay. Braun, what do you do?
I'm like, Leo, we're not losing Prince. Stick with me.
As I pass Braun, I toss him an interesting device. It's a hinge spring, basically. Y'all know what that is?
Not exactly. Like, I want to Google it, though.
Okay, so essentially it's this hard needle and a spring, and you put it on the underside.
Damn, that's gory. Sorry.
Well, no, it's not for killing anything. It's for
okay.
knocking the pins out of hinges.
Oh.
So you put the needle at the underside of the pin, you pull the spring, and then you let the spring go, and it goes, just shoots the hinge pin out through the top. Real fast.
That's pretty cool. All right. Rock on. Cool. So you guys start doubling back, and guess what? I'm not going to make you flip any cards, because Prince, do you call out to them or do you hear them moving and then close in on them? Because they've rejoined with you. They get to meet up with you again, Prince. You're muted, Alex.
When I first hear the noise, I draw my gun up. Damascus?
Prince, thank God. Shit. And he'll come up, and in the dim light, this particular hallway, like pulls you into a quick hug, and he's like, "Listen, we got a kitchen down there. There's probably a shitload of food. Come on."
Up.
You got a gun. If you had to take out one of them, it's okay. Come on, let's get you to the kitchen. Come on, Prince. You gotta start doubling back. He's pulling you along. He doesn't want to listen. He just wants to get you to this place he's determined is safe.
I'm a ways back down the corridor, giving them space, but also like checking intersections and shit.
Yeah.
Braun, you see his bloody arm. You see Prince's bloody arm.
You're hurt. And I'm moving up, and I mean, it's that you've seen me get kind of clinical and doctory as I move over, and you're hurt. What happened?
I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was just one.
Shit. DeMarcus.
Let's get him to the kitchen. Maybe there's a saw or something. It worked for Tracy. Come on. And he goes over and he picks you, Prince. And he like throws you over his shoulder and turns to just start stalking down the hallway. And
I'll run ahead and start getting back. Try to get back to the kitchen first.
Cool. You burst into the kitchen.
Damascus, bro. It's not gonna work.
And he's not going to listen. He's not going to listen. It worked before. He bursts in, shoves a bunch of shit off of one of the stainless steel counters and like slams you down. Because what do we need, bro? Come on, man. What do we need, bro?
I tossed DeMarcus my belt.
Does it look like there's any chance here? I mean, it's far enough up here. Taking his arm off, it's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
I think I actually pull my gun on my brother and like, it's not gonna work.
Come on, Prince. I told you what happened with Tracy. You can't waste any fucking time right now.
In a fucking hospital. Surrounded by equipment. No offense, Bron, but
DeMarcus.
Cruise liner kitchen.
It's too high up.
I definitely think you're trying to calm an NPC down. Because he's about to lose his shit.
Well, I guess, am I doing that? Or?
Well, I mean, my thing was getting in
know.
somebody's face. But that's,
I am happy to let Prince's last act be to try to calm his brother down so he doesn't lose his shit.
Or get in his face.
Yep. And actually, it sounds like Braun's trying to help. Right?
Yeah.
To help interfere with another PC. Survivor marks stress to draw cards equal to their face-up identity cards. Replace any one card from their draw with a card that you have drawn before the results are evaluated, but you're now mixed up in the situation. Which means, Prince, go ahead and draw. You're calming an NPC down. Draw with steal.
I feel like because I don't think I'm using. Am I using logic and reason? I guess I could be. I was also drawing a gun to kind of stop him, but that might have been just.
Oh, well, I mean,
hold your horses. Now I'm going to use logic and reason.
It's up to you. If you want to do the like getting in someone's face, I am all about that because he is good at savagery. So what do you want? What do you think Prince is ultimately trying to do here?
I guess it's more calming an NPC down.
Okay.
I think it's no matter what else is happening, the actual aim. Soul. Okay. No, that's steal.
Mm-hmm.
Steal. That's not too bad. An edge.
Okay. So, Tyler, if Braun wants to spend stress, which unfortunately you don't have much capacity for right now, you can help, or otherwise you can let that edge go.
I think we're going to have to go the edge. I mean, I'd only be pulling one card, and for one stress, that may not be good.
On an edge, pick one. They keep calm for some time. They reveal their true concerns. They don't hold you responsible.
They reveal their true concerns.
Damn, Prince. You were the last member of my family. Why did you have to come? I told you to stay back in the hospital. I told you. This is all on me. I let you come.
I would just show I was, useful. Mum's sacrifice was worth it.
It always was.
I didn't want to be a dead weight.
Y'all give us a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And Leo will kind of motion you guys over to where the coolers are, and you see that there's like one of those kind of long nails stuck in to keep one of the coolers shut. And when you look in, you see that there's a bunch of bodies in there.
Oh, shit.
But you're able to go for a little bit out of the way, kind of move around in the kitchen to give them a little bit of privacy. And DeMarcus looks down at you, Prince, and he says, I love you, little bro. I'll see you up in heaven. You see Mom? You see Dad? You see our big brother? Our uncle? That piece of shit?
Yeah. Got something. And I can't move that arm anymore. I just
takes the
gesture
gun
to that gun.
He looks at it, does the kind of clear the chamber thing, checks it out.
Pretty badass.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. Prince.
Yeah.
I need you to close your eyes, okay?
Sure.
You feel him kiss your forehead. And then we cut back to Kira and Leo and Braun, and you hear the gunshot. And it's loud.
We're probably going to have visitors soon.
Fuck.
Demarcus comes down the hallway. I couldn't do it with a knife. I couldn't do it with a knife. I couldn't. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. God.
I pat him on the shoulder and
Okay.
don't say anything.
We're going to have folks coming soon. We need to look this over. Buddy, we'll take time for this once we get out of here.
Demarcus is like, you could see the tears are just leaking down, but he moves on ahead. And sure enough, just like Leo said, there's a generator not far from here. It's kind of localized here to take care of all of this part of the kitchen. And Leo says, I could start pulling stuff, or you want me to run back and get Elena? But if they're on their way, I think we should just get what we can.
That's the best plan. This will probably be a backup for when, like, the main engines would go down. So, and I'm guessing it's huge, right? I mean, it's still big.
It's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this should be right up the alley of what we've got back at the hospital. So, Leo, buddy, do your magic.
All right, man. And he pulls out a bunch of tools and he starts just kind of breaking stuff down. Meanwhile, you guys hear the sound of some of the dead coming. What do you do?
All right. Get on point.
Yep.
All right. Who is on point?
Who wants to take
I'm
point?
gonna do it.
You're drawing with savagery.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. When you take point against the dead, you draw for the group and suffer alone. Draw +1 for each member of the group that draws from the bite deck before your draw. Does anyone want to draw from the bite deck? Braun, do you want to draw from the bite deck?
I will draw from the bite deck to help.
Okay.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I've recalled, and I will shuffle. So let's have you draw from the bite deck.
I mean, what are the chances?
They're good.
Let's see.
What do we got?
We got a
Bite
threat.
deck.
Oh, something breaks. Something in your environment breaks. The GM will tell us what.
Oh, I know exactly what breaks. Oh, this is going to be delightful.
All right. Well, I got 2 misses and an edge. So
Okay, on a hit, you greatly reduce the numbers and choose 1. On an edge, the GM chooses 1 as well. You attract the attention of a third party. You end up in a bad spot, draw from the bite deck, or you mark stress or suffer serious harm, your choice.
Sorry, I'm trying to find where that is and go on point.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Itty fucking bitty. There's like nothing.
Hold on. If you
no
go to the
results.
zombie moves, I'll blow it up and I'll share screens to make it easier. All right.
I would expect.
You're fighting the dead. So when you go on point, it basically does this. So you're actually fighting the dead. So you take point against the dead, draw for the group, suffer alone, draw +1 for a member of group. So you got
Gotcha.
1.
Okay.
You got +1. Did you take the +1 that you got because of the bite
Yes,
deck?
I did. Yep.
Okay, cool. And then you got an edge. So when you try to fight a swarm of zombies, draw savagery. On a hit, you greatly reduce their numbers and choose 1. On an edge, I get to choose 1 as well. Attract the attention of a third party, end in a bad spot, or mark stress or suffer serious harm, your choice.
I will mark me some stress.
That sounds amazing. Cool. So
Yeah. So I'm there with I have a big fuck off crowbar that I usually bring to anything.
what does it look like when you kill 4 of the biters? What is Kira's fighting style here? I'm really curious how she takes them down.
Big, swingy, brutal. Let's see. It's a little bit tight in the hallways, so it's a lot of swings from underneath. So, catching one walker under the jaw and then just sort of clopping its head off. And
Nice.
then
So-
doing a little baseball end and half grab for a really short twist of the hook through the top of another skull.
That's awesome.
One of them
All right.
comes in to bite her, and she grabs a recently killed one under an armpit and throws its body into that one to buy herself a little time.
Badass. Oh, Kira, quickly. Oh my goodness. What have we revealed? So you are able to greatly reduce their numbers, but there's a press of them, so you end up moving into the kitchen again so that there's a nice bottleneck. Braun is with you, and Braun, you're able to take down. What are you using as a weapon? What is Braun using?
I think I probably got something like just a heavy bar, some sort of metal bar that would have been scavenged out of the hospital.
Okay, nice. So you brain a couple of them as well. You guys pull back into the kitchen, just kind of keep an eye on Leo, and then the power goes out. All the lights go out. You hear all the hum disappears, and you're in pitch dark. And you can hear them moving closer. You start to shut the door, and then you hear Leo. You see a little flashlight, right? And he's like, "Okay, I got all I can. Let's get the fuck out of here." And so now you guys are gonna have to push your way down the hall. Leo comes up to join you. He's got his little flashlight there. He says, "I'll light the way from behind." And you guys are all kind of gearing up, getting ready to go shove open that door. Who's opening the door?
I'll open the door.
Cool. So you heard them kind of slapping on the door, trying to push it open into the kitchen here. And I imagine it's like one of those doors that could be secured, not like one of the swinging doors, right? It's obviously like a regular door that you could actually bolster yourself against. And thank you, Jen, for reminding me to shuffle cards. And when you push open the door and shine the light in, you see that the body that was like up against the door, it kind of falls in. And there's this huge hole in the back of his head. And then you see there's a couple of other dead bodies of fighters here. And standing in the hallway is this woman. Her head's shaved. And she's wearing what kind of looks like a Kevlar vest. And she's got basically a pair of hatchets. And she looks almost feral.
Hey. Thanks.
She's breathing a little heavy. What the fuck are you doing on my boat?
I'll look back towards Kira.
Sure, you never seen this girl. You recognize her pants?
Yeah.
Like she's wearing like pants that are the uniform of like the people, like the actual crew.
Yeah. And I'll very subtly shake my head at Braun, like, I don't know this girl. And I'll be like,
What are you doing here? I recognize you.
I don't recognize you. What's your name? I'm Kira.
Monique,
Cool. Good to meet you. This is some fucking good work, Monique, as I look at the corpses, keep my hands up.
I heard the gunshot. We are shooting guns. Stupid. There's more coming.
Some shit happened. And sometimes shit happens and guns get fired because of it.
I think you're trying to calm an NPC down. I believe I've recalled, so you should be good. What you got?
Oh, I got 1 steel. That's what I got.
Oh, okay. You want me to deal it to you?
No, I got this.
Okay, cool.
I know how to click.
All right,
Miss.
all right. Miss. Nice. And you're like calming her down, and she says, "You didn't open the freezer, did you?"
Did we open the freezer? I don't think we did.
No,
No, it's
No.
the one where they, somebody dropped a nail in.
Yeah. No. Why would we?
My family's in there. Get the fuck off my boat.
We're leaving.
That's fine. That's fine.
And she'll stare you down until you guys leave.
Yep.
The hallway is blessedly clear, and you are able to make your way up the stairs to the sunlight. And
I'm
you see
guessing we'll pick up Prince on the way.
I don't know if DeMarcus is good with that.
Is he?
Let's
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he wanted to bring him back for us to bury or whatever. So he's leaving him.
I don't
Okay.
think DeMarcus, I don't think he can handle that. So
Cool. All
he's
right.
probably going to regret it for a real long time, but he's going to leave Prince behind. You guys come up. You see Elena has been pacing back and forth, and she looks wigged out. She's like,
Get to the ladder. Go.
"Oh, okay." And she'll scramble to the ladder, make her way down, and you guys can get out of here. And maybe we just go ahead, and this is where we'll end our session with you guys coming back into the hospital as it's starting to turn dark. You've got the parts. Elena says, "I think I can make this work. It's enough stripped wires and a casing, and we can do this." Of course, maybe your buddy, your NPC ally, Darian, has helped to figure out why everything went wrong. Maybe not. We'll find that out the next time that we play Zombie World. Whoa. Cool. So we've got a little bit of time for Alex, because I know you got to leave in just a little bit. So we'll have you go first with stars and wishes.
Definitely Tracy's like moments just before surgery. That is,
So good.
That's and that Rolf did not get to have a badass, like he didn't get to he got like maybe 30% through his escape plan and it just got ballsed up by shitty stuff he did beforehand. And
Cool. Any wishes? I'm sorry. Was that your? Yeah, that was a star.
that
or
was a
wish?
star. Yeah, it was a star.
Okay. Just making sure. I was like, oh crap.
I hope Damascus is okay. And I'm interested to see what I get to be next time.
Me too. Okay. Thank you very much. Alex, who'd like to go next with 2 stars and a wish?
I'll go. Boy, that was unbelievably intense all around. Alex, that was a hell of a death scene. That was phenomenal. It was really, really interesting that we it felt like we knew the character. It wasn't just, it really had huge emotional impact other than being a one episode dead guy. And it was just, oh God, it broke me down. Really fantastic. And I love any time that I get to interact with you, Jen, anyway, but I thought those Tracy moments on both sets were really, really solid. I just really thought that was very, very good. And Wishes, I want to play more. And I came in, I feel like I was a little low energy, so I wish I'd been a little more on point, but God, everything was so intense and emotional. So, God, what a good session.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And Jen, what about you? 2 stars and a wish?
Oh, goodness. So many good dramatic moments this session. Holy crap. I did not think Trace was going to make it.
I mean, it was 2 card draws. The chances were not good.
No, they were not good. So that was very, very cool. Lots of very good drama this session. I think that's been amazing. Rolf went out so miserable and bad. That was great. Braun had some good stuff. Goodness, what's Alex going to play next? I got to know, right? Yeah, Alex doesn't know. Playing Kira's been kind of fun. I'm actually not very much in her head yet. I wish I could talk a bit more about what's going on, but I'd be like, man, how am I going to work this in? Because this stuff kind of doesn't work with, there's no synergy.
Interesting.
So we'll have to see what happens. Let's see, a wish for next session. Just see more of the characters, really. Yeah. See what they do next.
Cool. I know it's been mentioned before, but I'll mention it in my own way. First of all, Jen, way to take it to 11 with the opening statement from Trace. Just you put us very firmly in that time and place, that emotional state that was so strong. You just snapped us all in, and the whole session benefited from that.
Good.
That was amazing. And a weird analogy, but I love the almost seesaw of what may be Trace and Braun's last moment to being able to have an opening up moment on the other side of the seesaw, and how much that deepened that relationship. It was strong that I'm sure it probably threw you off kilter to play Kira, who's a really interesting character in and of her own right, but that's tough, to kind of switch gears like that. And and you, Alex, also had to do the same thing. So stars to both of you for doing a good job of switching gears from playing a character, kind of have to say goodbye to them either forever or for a while, and then stepping into the roles. And Alex, good job with Prince, red shirt guy in a Star Trek episode who we love and we will always talk about. Man, Prince,
he was so believable.
He was. It was good. It was really, really good. And I just love how flexible you are as a player and actor, just to kind of play Rolf to flip to play Prince. And
by the way, I did reveal a character by my past, but it was kind of an obvious one. A teenager.
Might as well. Mark as well.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Where? Oh no.
Oh, I didn't bother saying because it felt like in the moment it was I'm dead and I'm a teenager.
Just a teenager.
Yeah.
What would it have done for you?
That is a weird past, honestly. Like, how can you tell?
Yeah.
How do you describe your character? I am between 12 and 20.
Yeah, I was like, I'm younger than 20.
That was cute. They were really good, really good. I look forward to playing again. I cannot get enough of Zombie World, and you guys are awesome to play with. So my wish is that we play again soon. I don't know. Do we want to do this next week? That's the question. Do we? Because Jan's not with us next week either. Do we want to do another Zombie World, or do we have something else we want to one shot or whatever?
How did we? I'm trying to quickly remember what did we leave on a cliffhanger on
Project Lycra?
My brain is.
Oh yeah, my brain's mush too. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
You guys fought kaiju, and then
we went into the water. We found the teleporter device.
Yeah, found
We made it
teleporter.
not
The
go.
people from Aegis.
It was the face-off with.
Oh yeah, no, we can't.
With Hanover.
yeah.
Yeah, we gotta have
Yeah.
Jan. Yeah, we gotta have Jan for that.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do like an annual issue, which is like one of those one-offs if we wanted to. But
we could also play more Zombie World.
let's just play more Zombie World. So more Zombie World next week. Yay! Awesome.
Okay.
I'll end the broadcast then. I'll see you guys next week.
Phew. All right. See you next week.